How's it going, everyone? Today we have the release of Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable. People are incredibly excited about it, and as am I, seeing Persona 3, even if it's the portable version and that rub people the wrong way, some people the wrong way, some people prefer the portable version. Persona 4 Golden, on the other hand, is absolutely tremendous and by far the best version of Persona 4, so that's incredibly exciting, and at the end of the day, both are priced at $19.99. So they're very accessible. It's not like they're full $40, $50, $60 games like Persona 5 Royal was even on the PlayStation 5 with no free upgrade path. That was a little bit of a bummer, but with Persona 4 Golden coming out on Steam, what was it, like a year and a half ago? It was priced at $19.99 then. It is once again priced at $19.99 on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 Series, X1, and Nintendo Switch. Unfortunately, I have to bring you guys some bummer information as far as the game on PlayStation 5. Now, on Xbox Series, it got native Series X and Series S versions of the game, meaning that the games have been upgraded. Unfortunately, on the PlayStation side of things, the game does not actually have a full PlayStation 5 version. It's the PlayStation 4 version that's running on backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 5, meaning that with this game, the game is running at 1080p and 60 frames per second max on every PlayStation platform. That sounds good on the surface, however, bear in mind that Persona 3 Portable was a PlayStation Portable title, Persona 4 Golden was a PlayStation Vita title. It would be easy for these games to be running at higher resolutions and even higher frame rates. Yeah, 60 FPS is great, but you can go even above and beyond that because, in fact, the native versions on Xbox Series support both 4K resolution and 120Hz, which is just crazy to me that we don't have actual native PlayStation 5 releases or upgraded PlayStation 5 versions of the game, and on the Xbox side of things, there were upgraded releases. Now, the thing is, you have to look at what Sega has been doing recently, and it seems like Sega does have a good relationship with Microsoft, but in an instance like this, what are you really keeping away? Like, is anybody gonna buy an Xbox over a PlayStation because Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable feature higher resolutions and higher frame rates? Like, it's a detail that's going to upset PlayStation people that have a PlayStation 5, but are you really gonna buy an Xbox? Like, who does this benefit? You're just taking something away from people that have PlayStation, and Sega has been doing stuff like this a little bit frequently, and they've just rubbed me the wrong way a lot of the times, especially because people are pointing this out on social media. Look at some of the things they did. Judgment came out on PlayStation 4. We didn't get a free upgrade to Judgment on PlayStation 5. Same can be said for Persona 5 Royal. Why was there no free upgrade to PlayStation 5? There was no even upgrade path. You couldn't pay $10 to get an upgrade. You can transfer your save. So what is that all about? And it doesn't stop there. Remember Yakuza Like a Dragon? That game came out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and then it got an Xbox Series upgrade right away, but for the PlayStation 5 version of the game, it was locked away for 6 months. Like, who does that benefit? However, it does seem like Sega is doing favors for Microsoft with their games appearing on Xbox Game Pass, but then you look at it, the Yakuza titles are on PlayStation Plus Extra, so it's like, why is this even happening? Is this a case of something Sega just wants to do for Microsoft? Is it a case of, like, Xbox just allows the smart delivery for these games to be upgraded easier? Like, this seems like something very easy to implement on PlayStation 4 and 5, but for some reason, excuse me, on PlayStation 5. PlayStation 4 running 1080, 60, I can understand that. However, the game doesn't even support PlayStation 4 Pro enhancements either, so that's a little bit of a bummer. And by the way, this is coming from Mako Reactor's review of the title. They did a full breakdown of the graphics comparisons, and they have images on their review as well, so I'll leave a link in the description box below to them. Credit to them. They did a really good job breaking it down, and they even go and say that Xbox Series is by far the best console version of the game that's playable with the higher resolution and 120Hz support, and they noted when playing on a 1440p monitor, the PS4 version on PS5 is not amazing. The Xbox Series X version is crisp and runs flawlessly with quick resume support as well. So, you know, that is such a bummer. These are two of the, you know, best received JRPGs of all time. Let's not get it twisted. I still think people are going to enjoy buying Persona 4 Golden for $19.99 given the caliber of a game that is, but that's just such a... That's like such a weird thing that is locked away from PlayStation gamers, because I'm sure, like, at this point, most people have 4K television, or at the very least, they're playing on, like, a high-resolution monitor or something to that effect. So the fact that this isn't available on PlayStation is such a head-scratcher. And I go back to something like Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. Remember the PlayStation version of that game? And this is totally different publisher and whatnot, but still, it's relevant here. The PlayStation version of that game was also lacking a little bit. Sometimes, you know, the PlayStation versions will have bells and whistles, whatever, and, you know, I would never hate on Microsoft making exclusivity deals. Like, you know, I hate exclusivity deals, timed exclusivity deals, and exclusivity deals like this as a whole. Like, why is Final Fantasy 16 a timed exclusive? It's lame. Just let it be on every platform. I get it. Sony's paying Square Enix a lot of money. I don't really blame Square Enix for, you know, taking that amount of money. Like, what they did with the Final Fantasy VII Remake and how they got money from people like Sony and Epic Game Store before the game even came out, and they were just able to, you know, generate revenue for that game even before selling a single copy of that game. Hey, hats off to Square Enix. Square Enix is gonna do what's best for their business, but, like, as a consumer, I just hate business practices like the timed exclusivities, exclusive platforms. I just wish every game could be on every platform. I get it, that is a utopia we're probably far, far away from, but hey, if we're getting to a point where cross-platform play is readily available, and we thought that was never gonna be a thing for a long time with all the walls Sony had and whatnot, maybe we'll get, you know, exclusives on every platform, like Halo on PlayStation, God of War on Xbox. I wouldn't hate it. I'd be totally down with it. More people playing great video games. What is wrong with that? And then just buy the console that you prefer. Obviously, that is a utopia, again, that I don't think we're ever going to live in, and it makes the consoles very samey. You know, like, all these platforms are going to be essentially the same. Exclusives are what differentiate the platforms from one another, so I get that argument. It's just, you know, I know not everybody is in a financial position to buy every single platform, or buy a PlayStation 5 and have an Xbox Series as well in their household, or buy a PlayStation 5 and have a gaming PC in their household. That's just not realistic for the majority of people. But I digress. In the case of Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable, to circle back to that, hopefully, you know, people still enjoy the game, but I think the fact that P3P is P3P and not FES, that bums some people out. I know some people are, again, much more in line with enjoying Persona 3 Portable, but this issue on PlayStation is just a head-scratcher to me, and really just unfortunate news. Maybe it's much ado about nothing from my standpoint, but again, I think, you know, if you're playing a game on PlayStation 5 and you're talking about a PS Vita game or a PSP game and it's not running at 4K, like, what are we doing here? That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.